Happy Thursday, Thursday Thoughts with Brad. It's good to have you guys here today. We're almost done with school. So close.
Yes.
What is it? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? We're close. We're close. Okay. So while you guys go to school, I go to work. Landon, my 3-year-old, is always asking me why I go to work all the time.
I knew it.
So when I go to work, sometimes I go into an office, sometimes I go into other people's offices, and I teach people about how to save and invest their money. That's one of the things I do quite a bit. I've met with thousands of different people over the years and talked with them about money stuff. And so this week, I've been spending a lot of time at a company called the Obert C Tanner company. Have you guys ever heard of that before? It's a Utah company that was started by a man named Obert Tanner. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about it because it's kind of an interesting company, and he's an interesting person. So he was born like a long time ago, like over 100 years ago, and he's been gone for probably 30 years. But I've talked to a lot of people who have worked with him and kind of talked about what he was all about. So I wanted to just share a few things about what I've learned from this experience of meeting people that work there and meeting him, or that had known him before. So he started this company selling like graduation pins for people who are graduating seminary, or just little trinkets and so forth, to celebrate people's achievements. Okay, and he just started selling that stuff out of the trunk of his car, really. And now they have a division of their business that sells really high-end jewelry, like Rolex watches and Patek watches and really expensive diamonds and so forth. And so really kind of a big leap from where he started. But I wouldn't call Obert a dedicated businessman. He more identified himself as like a philosopher and a philanthropist. He started his business so that he could really just help other people, which is kind of a unique approach, but it's worked very well for that company because they've been very successful, but kind of a different motive. But I wanted to just tell you some cool things that I learned about that company. So they do a lot of manufacturing, so they make jewelry. So when the Olympics came to Salt Lake City, do you guys know who made the Olympic medals? They did. They've made all the gold, silver, and bronze medals for every athlete in those Olympic Games. And so I was there yesterday and I was able to see some of those Olympic medals, which was really cool. And Obert really wanted to make sure that even people that are on their manufacturing team had beautiful things to look at. So he put big windows and put in nice gardens all around the campus, so that these people that are normally just in a manufacturing plant could see beautiful things all the time. And most manufacturing plants have concrete floors, and he put in carpet and nice lighting and just did really extra things to make sure that people that were working there felt, like they weren't just in a dark room all the time. And this is pretty cool, but every few years or so, they go through and they replace their carpet in the manufacturing there. And working with things like gold, little pieces of gold end up getting into those carpets. So they take the carpet out and they burn it, and they find all the leftover gold that is just little tiny pieces that end up in that carpet. And they said that when they do that, usually they end up with somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000 worth of gold when they replace their carpet. So it's at least enough to replace their carpet, maybe a little extra, but pretty cool that they are able to do that. The other thing is, in Utah, we really have a lot of you guys have been down to like downtown, and they have these places like the Capitol Theater and a Bravenel Hall and other things like that. Obert really loved music and arts, so he was responsible for donating lots of money to these places, and we're very fortunate here because we have really excellent art programs downtown that most cities of this size don't have, and a lot of that is contributed to Obert and the donations that he's given over the years. So I just wanted to share that story. He was a pretty fascinating person, and built something really cool, but really what it reminded me of was when we did our Thursday thought about early on about golden retrievers, or dogs that earn their living just by being nice to people. I feel like that was kind of the way that he built his company. He just cared about people. And so just another lesson on how you treat people, and what just being nice to people really does add to your success, right? And everybody wins in that example. So anyway, love you guys. Thanks for letting me share some thoughts about what I do and who I get to work with, and it's really fun. So you guys have an excellent Thursday. Love you guys. We'll do it again soon. Have a good day.